Good day, everyone. You are watching CKS Musical Academy Training, and CKS stands for Creative Keys and Sounds. So, Creative Keys and Sound Musical Academy. I welcome you all to this training again. Today, we'll be dealing with a topic that is very fundamental when we talk about music. It's a topic you cannot do without in music, and that is called what? musical musical staff musical staff. The spelling is the same as the staff for a group of company or for an establishment, people working there. No, I asked some people sometimes ago, somebody asked answer me that the staff is the group of people working together in an establishment. As yes, you are trying, because the same is the same spelling, but in music it's not like that. In music, a staff can be described as a five horizontal lines and four spaces four spaces that is used to accommodate to accommodate 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 some musical elements. You know, say it's a five horizontal lines and four spaces that is used to accommodate some musical elements. Now, element like what? Element element like the clef, note, key signature, time signature, the bar line, and so on. No, these are the elements that are written on the staff. These the elements, some of the elements that the staff is accommodating, that is housing. Now let's see what a musical staff is like, and the elements, the way they are being placed on the staff. Let's see that. Now the first one we mention is what? Is the clef. We are going to be seeing how the clef is being placed on the staff now. Now from the definition, we said it's a five horizontal lines, and in mathematics, when we are in school, no, we have type of lines now. We have type of lines, and we have lines like this. We have like this. We have like this. They have their names. This is what? This is a vertical line. Vertical line this way. This one that is slanting is what is called what? It's called, or the diagonal line. Diagonal. And this one that is lying flat is called what? It's called horizontal. And from the definition, he said is what? It's five horizontal lines. So we are using this line. We are using that line. And it's five horizontal lines. This is what? One, two, three, four, and what? And five. We have five horizontal lines. This what? A staff. A staff. This a a staff. You call it a staff when it is more than one. This is just one staff now. If it is two or three, you call it what? A staff. A staff. That's for plural form of staff. This is singular and this is what? This is plural. When it's more than one, it's called staff. Now it's five horizontal lines. This line one, line two, line three, line four, and what? Line five. This space one, space two, space three, and space four. It's a set of five horizontal lines, one, two, three, four, five, and four spaces, one, two, three, four, that is used to accommodate some musical elements. Now, we want to see the musical elements that are placed on staff, that staff is accommodating. Let's pick the number one. That is what? That is the clef. That is the clef. Number one is the clef. One, the clef. The clefs. It is used to determine the pitch or pitches. Let's say pitches now because it's more than once. Pitches on the staff, either high or low pitch. No, we have talked about pitch before. That when we're talking about the musical fundamental elements, we talk about pitch. That is the low or the high tone in music. It's called pitch. High, higher tone or lower pitch or lower tones in music. Now, the placement of the clefs on the staffs helps us to understand or to know which pitch it is written. That is, and we have two types of clefs now. We have two types. One is the treble clef or G clef. The treble clef or G clef. And this is the diagram of the G clefs. That is the diagram of the G clefs. From the name was described from the location of the clef. Now, musical elements is being reading from down to up, from bottom to up, not from up to down. This first line, second line, third line, fourth line, and fifth line. Not first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. You start from what? From the bottom. And on the second line, you have what? The key of G on the treble clef now. On the second line, you have what? The key of G that has to do with this clef. So if you want to draw this on the staff, the round part of the image starts on the key G. It circles the key G this way, this way. You see? Now go up, come down this way, and like this. So it's revolve around this second line. This is called key of G. And that is why it's called the treble clef or the G clef. So like this again, it revolve around the second line, that is key of G, and come down this way. You have to practice this and know it. Everybody, every musician should know this. You have to know it. It revolve around the key of G, move up and come down in that manner. So that's where the name comes from, the treble clef or G clefs. It has something important to do with the key of G. Now, on every music sheet, you see this. You see this because on the treble clef and the other clefs, the key are not the same. They are not located the same way. Unlike on the other clef, now that is bass clef, the key of G is not on the second line. When we get there, you will see. The key of G is not on the second line of the bass clef. Now, in the music, we use the first five letters of the alphabet. We use the first seven. I'm sorry, the first seven letters of the alphabet for musical key or keys. And the first seven letters of the alphabet is what? Is A, B, yes, C, D, E, F, and G. You stop at G. That is number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no key H. There's no key H. You know, this key revolves round. That is recycling. It's recycling. When you get to key G, you start from A again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And like that, and like that, and like that. So, we want to use this to place our keys on the treble clef. We want to use the first seven letters of the alphabet to place our keys on the staff. That is on the treble clef. On the treble clef. That is, if this is our key G, I told you that after key G, you start from what again? You start from A. After G, you start from A. That will be after G now. This is on space. This on the line. You take space, a line, space, line, and space like that. If this is G on the line, the next one will be on the space. Here. Next one will be on the space. And that will be what? That will be key A. That will be key A. The other line will be on what? The other one will be on what? On the line. And that will be what? That will be key of B. The next one will be on what? It will be on the space. And that is what? That is key of C. And that will be on what? It will be on the line. And that will be on what? That will be key D. Sorry. Key D. That will be key D. The next one will fall on the space. And that will be what? That will be key E. And that will fall on this line. And that will be what? Key F. That means, okay, let me just finish it. Before key G, this online, that will be on this one will be on space. You have what? Or you have F before. That will be this F. On the line now, you have what? You have E. You have E. You see that imaginary line here, and if this is E here, the one on the space will be what? To be D, and the one on the line here will be what? It will be C. And this C is very important in music. We call it middle C or natural C. Middle C or natural C. I will explain that natural when we get to it maybe in the next video. It is natural because there's no accidental keys. I will explain that there's no accidental key. It goes straight. When I bring the keyboard now, we see later. Not from the first to the last note, you are going straight, no accidental, no flat, no sharp key. So it's the middle of the keyboard, the middle of the keyboard, that's the center of the keyboard, the C. So the first line on the treble clef is what? Is E. And the last line is what? Is F. The second line is what? Is G. The third line is what? Is B. The fourth line is what? Is D. And for this, there is an acronym. Let's bring it out. Let's bring it out. Note on the line of the treble clef. You have what? The first line, you have key E. The second line, you have what? What? Key G. The third line, you have what? Key B. The fourth line, you have what? Key D. On the fifth line, you have what? You have key F. And you can form an acronym to remember these keys. Let's explain what? Every let's say good. We are reckoning with the first note now, the first letter. Good. B, let's say boy. D, deserves, and F, food or favor. Anything that starts with F you can use. So the first letter we are reckoning with. Every good boy deserves food. Every good boy deserves favor. Now let's see the keys on space. One, you have what? This one on space one, we have F. On space two, you have A. On space three, you have what? C. On space four, you have what? You have your E. Directly, without disturbing ourselves, this gives us the word face. It gives us the word face, so you can easily remember that one. But on the lines, you have this one: E, G, B, D, F. Every good boy deserves food or favor. On the spaces, you have F, A, that is F, A, C, E, that give us the word face. No, that's very straightforward. Let's see. Can I rub this? Please take it down. Let's rub it off. And this does the first part of the clef. Now let's go to the second part of the clef. No, it's divided into two. The second one is treble clef or G clefs. Treble or G clef. And he said this determines our pitch on the staff. Before I forget, the treble clefs deal with what? Higher pitch. And in human parts, check my page on YouTube. You see where I talk about human parts. We have four main human voice now: the soprano, the alto, the tenor, and the sax. Meanwhile, the soprano and the alto, that are basically ladies or women's voice, is high. Though alto is the lowest female voice, but it's still high. So the two are placed on the treble clef. The soprano part and the alto part, they are both placed on the treble part. And some of the musical instruments that are high, like guitar, so they deal with the treble clef. Now let's go to the second part, which is what? The bass clef. The bass clef or F clef. It is called the bass clef or F clef. The bass or F clef. It is like this. Eh? It's like this. And it has something to do with key F too. It has something to do with key F. And the other time I told others, when we have more than one staff, we call it what? We call it stave. Stave. This is line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and line 5. You know, this together is called what? It is called grand staff. Grand staff. It's called grand staff. Grand staff. Now let's continue from here. Because if this is the middle, that means when something is in middle, that means it is into two parts. This is one part and this is second part now. Let's place the logo of the bass clef this here. Now it has with the name. It has something to do with what? With key F. With this key F is located on the fourth line on the fourth line in our bass clef. Now to be like this, Sorry, to be like this. And these two dots is the fourth line is in between the two dots. These two dots are something important to tell us here. This is the fourth line. The fourth line, that is the key F, is in between the two dots of the bass clef. This is key F now. That's where the name comes from. This F clef. So the same way we did this other time, let's figure out the keys on the bass clef now. If this is F, the following on the space will be what? It will be G. That space. The next one on the line be what? Start from A again. That will be A. Coming back now. This on the line. The one on the space will be what? After F, or before F, you have our E. E. That's on the space. Now on the line, what is before E? You have our D. That is D. That's on the line. Now on the space, you have what? You have C. On the line, you have what? You have our B. On this space, you have what? You have A. And on this space, you have what? You have our G. It goes like that too. You have on that line here, we call it ledger line. You have what on the space here? You have F. On the line, you have what? You have E. It goes like that, like that. So let's see now. Okay, remain one. This is another space. This goes like this. That means this is a space. You have what? You have B. If this is a B, this is a line. Trace it back here. You have what? Your C here. It goes like that again. So this completes our keyboard now. Complete musical sheet now. Let's see from the center of the keyboard that we have the center, the middle C. We have D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. To be good like that. We have coming down this way. We have what? If this is middle C. Before C, you have what? We have our B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G again, F, E, D, C, to be going down like that. So this is how to write the keys on the musical sheet. So let's see the keys that fall on the line and the ones that fall on the space now. Just name them, then we stop for today. Let's see. On the line now, this line one. On line one you have what? You have G. Line two you have what? You have B. Line three you have what? You have D. Line four you have what? You have F. Line five you have what? You have A. So you can just form an acronym for this, like good boy deserves food always. So you can use this to remember the keys on the line. The keys on the line. Now let's see the ones on the space now. Let's see the ones on the space. On the space we have what? We have A. I don't want to clean this one yet. On the space you have A. This space one. On the space two you have what? You have C. On the space three you have what? You have E. On the space four you have what? You have G. So you can just say always call every this G girl. So you can use that to remember the keys on the space in this bass clef. So that is about location of the key on the staffs. When you have two staffs like this, we call it staff, and this is grand staff. Now that is total staff that we need in music. Grand is what? When we say grand finally, that means the end of everything, or the total of everything. This is the staff, everything we need to write musical notes. So next time we go to the other things on the on the staff. We pick another element on the staff. Thank you. Please endeavor to like our videos, comment on it. Any question you have, just comment your question. I will reply, or I will act on the question again in the next video, in the next training. And then follow us, subscribe to our channel to promote us and to know whenever we drop another video. God help us. We meet next time. Thank you. God bless.